advertising the gig for this weekend on YouTube through the week.
Not even on our
birthdays now, Wednesday.
I think so. No, Tuesday.
You got like 4 days.
Very posh.
Fucking hell, I've got rid of my sideburns today. That would have been lovely for the thing, wouldn't it?
I've always enjoyed being in band with Ox. Ox is one of my closest friends. You know, we have banded together. We've gone through a lot together.
What's it like playing in a band with the Ox?
Good. Good, like young good. Oxford. Hey.
Who are your biggest bass influences?
Didi Ramone. Rock Shadow of a Doubt. I quite like to sing, but I'm not good enough to play like them. But Didi Ramone, easily.
I would say that Ox has one of the things that Ox has always had is a great stage presence and charisma. I will say that for him, he's definitely one that the ladies find entertaining.
He's certainly a man for the ladies.
I think.
Well, he thinks he's one man for the ladies, but he actually is.
Fuck off!
He's a good bass player, like, and what he makes up for, not technically, he makes up for in his, you know, his attitude and his like, when he's playing and that, which is good because people say, you know, it's got to be a show as well as this sounding good. You've got to put on a show as well.
You nervous, up?
Not really.
When Ox joined the band, he was quite subconscious about his bass playing. He was rusty. He hadn't played. He used to play in the very first incarnation of the Revolution. So he hadn't played for like the other 5 years. But yeah, I think he's come in, he's worked hard, and now he's, you know, really tight. I think me and him have worked well off each other, bounce off each other. He does add something to the band, like, I don't know, I wouldn't like to define what it is.
I'm not having this, like, this is Brian O'Connor, like. That's what she said, is this.
Tell us the story of it.
This has been misconstrued. And I'm not going to go into it, so I'm not going to dignify it.
Yeah, it's been all over the Quran forums, though. People are talking.
That's a lie.
I'm usually wearing a quiff. I'm not wearing it tonight because I wouldn't want to show Dan's quiff up because there's only one quiff in Penrith, it's Sal Newton's. So.
So Mr. Dale had turned Mr. Ox away to Quiffer. We will pit Quiff against Quiff. We will test the power of Quiff by measuring how it stands up to good night punk locking.
No, just have a guess. You got the wine chance. Betting ends.
Ox is the one that's the most worried about not being as good as everybody else, but he's got nothing to worry about because you know, we're not in it to be fucking posers, like.
You recently played your biggest gig of your career to date at Rebellion. How did you find that?
Fucking shitting myself. It's alright though. What's he doing behind me?
They're just dancing.
Alright, boys, we're on our way to Rebellion. 35 minutes away. We'll see. Tony's asleep.
You get nervous about being in North Field?
I used to get really, really nervous, but not so much now. I was really nervous for Rebellion though. Because there was lots of people. But it's fine after Rebellion. That was the first one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Biggest gig of your career, your North Frills career at Rebellion. How did the band prepare the night before?
Well, the night before, me and Tony were around in this very room discussing the plans for our forthcoming album, which was supposed to be out at Rebellion, but we haven't finished writing yet.
Are you saving it for when you head like next year?
No, but we've got about 2/3 of an album written. We've still got a bit to do. So me and Tony were sat around here discussing what we needed to add to the album. Pezza and Ox were around at Ox's house doing each other's hair.
How did you spend the night before the gig preparing?
I think I went on the piss.
You did my hair, didn't you?
Oh, I did his hair and then I went on the piss, yeah.
How did you do his?
But that's pretty much how it goes in our band, like.
Are you saying that Pez and Ox are all about the image? Whereas you and Tony are the real deal?
Not at all. I'm just saying that they put a bit more effort into the image than me and Tony do.
Because they're more prettier. They're pretty boys.
He talks for himself. I'm fucking gorgeous.
How does North Frills differ from your other bands? The other bands are more of a hobby.
Oh, completely different. I think we're cover bands and that lot, and then well, bands playing our own stuff. It's just up tempo and punk and a bit more energy.
The whole band as a unit are a lot more serious about the music. In Aftermath and Rennick Bats and that, all we did was get pissed, write 5 songs and we couldn't get away with kicking it every gig. But this we just, I mean, I used to play gigs in Rennick Bats and not even remember playing them for about 2 or 3 days later. I bought a what do we used to drink on the bus? Shinzano and Martini. just used to drink that on the bus on the way there. Just pass it around the bus. About 40 of us on the bus, fall off the bus, play the gig, climb back on, spew up and go back to bed.
What were your thoughts on the time before you joined that when Pez cancelled the gig supporting the Gallows because he had work the next morning?
Well, we used to do the piss really, to be honest, in the Revolution. We used to say punk rock till we die as long as it's at the weekend.
But No Thrills were, you know, I've stopped drinking when we play gigs, mainly because I have to drive and it's against the law apparently to drink and drive. But we get a lot more feedback now than we did in other bands. So we just use, you know, so I'm used to talking to people and getting contacts to get the gig for next year and whenever.
The first band I was in was a blues rock band, so that was quite different, but I used to play bass in that. Then I used to do acoustic stuff on my own as a solo artist. Then I started my own band called The Revolution. I would say they were probably a bit better than No Thrills. Quite a punky sound about us, but a bit more sort of Britpop indie than No Thrills. We did branch out a bit more in that direction. But we did do a lot of gigs with No Thrills. We always went down quite well with their crowd and they did with ours. So there's a lot of similarities, but just not quite as good. The Revolution.
Is there anybody who you would like to collaborate with No Thrills?
Loving.
Well, getting like a guest guitarist or a duet perhaps.
Kate Bush.
Out of all the bands No Thrills have played with, what's your favourite? UK Subs.
Tony, favourite gig with No Thrills?
I'd say the best one I've done without these lot, but I think Tony was in the band, was when we were rang up. I was rang up at work at about 3 o'clock and asked if we wanted to play with Goldblade and the Rabble at the Brickyard at Carlisle, and it's just fucking. We had to like press gang Dwayne into doing it, but we got there and it was fucking. It was brilliant, like just like the other band had pulled out. I can't remember what they were called there, but I said who the fuck needs, and I can't remember who it was, and someone threw a can of lager at us and like that because they were quite a popular band, but I don't even know who they're called. I think they're split up now anyways.
I always loved playing in Penrith. And it's hard to say which would be a favourite ever gig. Honey's always a good gig because they live and breathe punk over there. I always enjoyed playing at the Brickyard, so I liked it when we supported the Cockney Rejects there.
I don't know really. My favourite gig memories. We've done a few, like.
I enjoyed playing at Rebellion, but that's too easy really.
Best one with this lineup would probably be either Rebellion or one of the gigs in the northeast, probably at the 3 Tons.
For the first time we played at the 3 Tons, which was at the International Kebab Festival. We played with Gimp Fist and Kickback Generation. The sort of crowd over there that really took to us that day, and since we played that gig, things have really sort of taken off all over for us really, but particularly in the northeast we do get a really good crowd down all the time.
Everyone fucking absolutely loved us, like, and we were all up for it instead of Tony being asleep and that, and it was almost as though we all knew what we were doing at the same time.
I quite enjoyed the other week when I was thrusting my guitar towards you in the when we were playing Loser. I quite enjoyed that.
whenever we get a decent crowd in, you know, it's always one of our best gigs because it's, you know, you buzz off it.
In key when you're doing it like this.
Right, when you're ready.
Don't have to practice.
No.
Is everybody ready?
So I have to go like that.
As long as you don't hit me.
Jesus. Told you, too much stage.
I'm the only driver we've got. Right, are we ready?
Yes.
Time now.
Awesome.
That was the first time I've heard the lyrics.
That was good that way.
I stopped halfway through. They didn't notice.
No, it sounded
Did you think you were doing razor blades and piano keys?
Whatever.
Right, I'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll see you on Friday.
Saturday. Yeah, nice one.
Right.
See you
Have a
Saturday.
good day. Can you bang out anything rocket?
I tell you what, now boys and girls, where are we? To Workington. We're going to Whitehaven, Workington. Whitehaven. We're playing at the 3 Tons.
What do you think Jeeves and Ox have added to the band?
Are you all?
What's it like being in No Thrills?
What do you think you have added to No Thrills?
Talent, brains, good looks.
There's a lot more stage presence. Jeeves and Ox, they both work off each other because they're both mates and both doing bands together. I mean, Dwayne used to just stand there like fucking, what's he called, Hank Marvin, is it? Well, that was at Cliff Richard.
Do you think Ox has added to the band?
Good looks.
I mean, even on a big stage like we played at Rebellion, which is probably, well, I'd say it's the biggest stage I've played on, I still managed to run into G's because, you know, we're always moving around all the time there.
And what do you think of Ox? How was your relationship with Ox? It's like
Yeah, Ox, I'm like.
you rather do it again?
Yeah, I've said quite a bit about Ox. He just needs more blood up his ass as he is.
Well, there's a lot of rumours about the time that you and Ox is a bit of tension, like.
Now, I'll tell you how it is, what I really want to say now, and I'm saying this to you, Dan Oxley. When your man there, Carl Wilcox, called you out and you slammed your pint down on the bar and proved you weren't man enough to do it, well, I'll tell you what, you insulted every nominator that's ever walked on two legs. You're a dirty coward and a gobshite, Dan Oxley. You're tipping this, you're tipping that. You're nothing but a fucking tipping gobshite, and I'll tell you what, I'll tell you how it is now. I'm no fighting man, I'm no drinking man, but I'm going to show you now, Dan Oxley.
This is on Lurcher.
You're nothing but a dirty coward, Dan.
Well, that's funny you should say that because it all boils down to this. We went for an audition for Danny out of Greece, and that tosser got the fucking job and I didn't.
What do you think G's and Ox have added to the band?
Young blood.
Oh yeah, didn't you and Ox once have a sword fight? And
No.
I'm sure the story goes that Ox actually beat you in the sword fight.
I was extremely inebriated, for one, and secondly, because I got the first hit in, and it was visible that I'd hurt him. I went easy on him, and he just kept taking these funny lunges like a fencer. Plus, I had, my piece of wood was shorter than his. You know, this was a bit of fucking 2x4.
Is that why
Not
Ox is
proper swords?
Is that why Ox is more popular with the ladies because his stick's longer than yours?
Ox is only the only reason Ox is more popular than the ladies is because he's not fat.
Ox gets nervous, like me, but he doesn't shit himself as much as I do. But once he gets on stage, it's just like that, it's just all gone after the first few chords there.
No way. Absolutely no way.
I'm sure you did.
I'll rip your fucking head off and shit down your
I'm
neck.
sure you actually told me that you did.
This doesn't fucking happen.
Is this
mate.
the
I'm not fucking. I'm not
No,
doing this.
we've not started yet.
If this is
I'm
what
trying
it's
to
going to be like,
question.
fucking picking on me all the time. I'm not fucking doing it.
He's not even recording yet.
It's not recording.
He's trying to find the Christmas.
I'm not having this like. I'm not being duped again. No, I know what you're like. You're a tosser.
No, I'm not going to do it like that.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah. But is it right though?
What?
You
Fuck off.
Right, I'm going to be silent.
You go outside, you cunt.
It's a lot more, we're all together, like practices are good, and even, you know, if we're all knackered, like one of us is always knackered, like, and we play practices like it's a gig, you know, apart from we don't dance around, well I don't think we do dance around as much when we play live, doing the Charlie Chaplin dance and that, but, yeah, it's good.
Why should people come and watch No Thrills?
because Jeeves thinks every girl fancies it.
Because they'll have a good time and hopefully it'll give them that feel-good factor. Have a few drinks and it don't get much to learn the chorus of the songs and it's sing-along stuff. Easy. And if it's the right crowd and it's buzzing, it's just a fucking good night all round.
I'm here to represent No Frills, of course.
That's brilliant.
What's the best thing about No Frills?
Everything. A lot of people, like even my daughter, said she came to see us for the first time and she doesn't like punk music. And she said, oh, that's not what I thought was punk. Because everyone thinks that punk is scream your heads off and bite the heads off gerbils and all that shit.
I think we're full of good tunes that you can sing and dance along to, especially for a punk band. I think we have got quite a wide collection of songs. We always try and absolutely smash every single gig we play. I think it's worth coming to see us, and if you like us, then we'll try and be your friend in return.
Why have you to see No Frills this evening?
The best band in the world. I like No Frills.
What?
Yeah, I like No Frills.
Why have you come to see them this evening?
Because it's good music in local, easy to get to places.
They'll have a good time and hopefully they'll buy a t-shirt, even though we've already sold over 400, which isn't bad for a shitty little band from Penrith. Every song we've got has got backing vocals that once you've heard them once, even the first time you hear the song after the first verse and chorus, you're singing along to the next chorus because it's so catchy, yeah.